Wait, Vincent,
What?
if AI can write our essays, solve our homework, explain things we don't understand, write our emails, create pictures, write code, what exactly are we supposed to do?
Wow. Good morning to you too.
I'm serious.
Okay. Let me ask you something. If AI can solve a difficult problem in 10 seconds, would you rather spend 30 minutes solving it yourself?
Honestly,
Yeah,
probably not.
exactly.
But maybe that's the problem.
Because AI can make our lives easier. It can help us learn. It can help us work faster. It can help us create. It can even act like a personal tutor that's available whenever we need it.
But there's another side. What happens when helping us slowly becomes doing everything for us?
What happens when we stop trying to solve problems because we know AI can solve them?
What happens when we stop checking information because AI sounds so confident?
And what happens when we start believing we're becoming smarter, when really we're just becoming better at asking a machine for answers?
Okay. Now that's a question.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Hey everyone, welcome back. We're really happy you're here with us today. I'm Jolly.
And I'm Vincent.
And if this is your first time listening or watching, welcome. This is a place where we talk about interesting ideas, everyday life, technology, learning, and sometimes the questions that make you go, wait, I've never actually thought about that before.
Which is exactly where today's topic comes in.
Because today we're talking about something that is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our lives.
Artificial intelligence,
Or, as most people call it,
AI.
and we're asking one very simple question.
Is AI making us smarter?
Or is it making us lazy? And before we go any further, I want to make something clear. We're not here to tell you that AI is amazing and everyone should use it for everything.
And we're also not here to tell you that AI is evil and we're all doomed.
Although I'm sure the internet would love that version.
Probably.
Instead, we're going to look at both sides.
Because AI can genuinely help people learn faster. It can explain difficult ideas. It can help people practice languages. It can help students understand subjects. It can help programmers solve problems. It can help artists, writers, teachers, businesses, researchers, basically almost anyone.
But the same technology can also make it incredibly easy to avoid thinking.
You can ask AI to write your homework,
Do your research,
write your emails,
make your decisions,
give you ideas.
and eventually,
You might start asking it what to have for breakfast.
AI, should I eat cereal?
Based on your previous breakfast patterns, yes.
Thank you, artificial intelligence.
Okay, maybe that's a little ridiculous.
For now. But jokes aside, there's a real issue here. There is a huge difference between using AI as a tool and depending on AI to do your thinking for you.
And that's what we're going to explore today. We'll talk about how AI can actually make us better learners. We'll talk about why AI can sometimes be wrong even when it sounds completely confident. We'll talk about cheating and dependence. We'll talk about creativity and critical thinking. And we'll ask what happens if people become so comfortable with instant answers that they stop trusting themselves.
But we'll also look at the positive side. Because AI can save people enormous amounts of time. It can make education more accessible. It can help people learn things they never thought they could learn. And it can give people opportunities that didn't exist before.
So, by the end of this conversation, we're not going to simply say, AI is good.
Or, AI is bad.
We're going to ask a more important question.
How should we use AI without losing our ability to think for ourselves?
So, Vincent,
Yeah?
be honest. When you use AI, do you think it makes you smarter?
I think sometimes it does.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that yet.
Good.
Why is that good?
Because now we have something to argue about. And that's where we should start.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's find out whether AI is making us smarter or making us lazy.
Okay, Vincent. I have a question for you.
That already sounds dangerous.
No. It's just kind of a big question.
Those are usually the dangerous ones.
Fine. Here it is. Do you actually think AI makes people smarter?
I think it can.
Can?
Yeah, I'm being careful with that word.
Why?
Because having access to more information doesn't automatically make someone smarter. Think about it. Imagine someone has access to a huge library. Every book they could possibly want is right there. Does that automatically make them intelligent?
No. They actually have to read the books.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fair.
AI is similar. It can give you information extremely quickly. But what you do with that information matters.
So you think AI is more like a tool than a source of intelligence?
Exactly. And a really powerful tool.
I agree with that. Actually, one thing I really like about AI is how easy it can make learning.
Give me an example.
Okay, let's say I'm trying to learn something complicated. Maybe I'm learning physics. I read an explanation and I understand absolutely nothing.
We've all been there.
Right? So instead of giving up, I can ask AI, explain this like I'm a complete beginner. And suddenly it might use a simple example. Then I can say, okay, now explain it using a real-life situation. Then, give me a practice question. Then, don't tell me the answer yet.
That's actually a really good way to use it.
Exactly. I'm not asking it to do the learning for me. I'm using it to make the learning easier to understand.
And that's one of the biggest advantages of AI. It can adapt to the person. A textbook usually gives you one explanation. A teacher might have limited time. But with AI, you can keep asking, can you explain that differently?
Or, can you make it easier?
Exactly.
Or even, okay, I understood that explanation, but I don't understand this part.
And that's important, because sometimes you don't need the entire subject explained again. You just need one small piece clarified.
Exactly. And I think that can make people more confident. Because instead of thinking, I'm just bad at this subject, they can think, maybe I just need a different explanation.
That's a really good point.
Thank you.
But
There it is.
what?
You always have a but.
Because there is a problem.
Go on.
AI can make learning easier, but easier isn't always better.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that.
Really?
Yeah. Why wouldn't easier be better?
Because sometimes difficulty is part of learning.
Explain.
Imagine you're learning how to solve a difficult math problem. You try. You get it wrong. You look at it again. You try a different method. You get stuck. Then suddenly, you understand it.
That feeling is great.
Exactly.
Okay, I see where you're going.
But if you immediately ask AI, what's the answer? You might get the correct answer in 5 seconds.
Which sounds great.
It does. But you might not learn anything,
Unless you ask it to explain the answer.
right? And that's why the way you ask AI matters.
So instead of, give me the answer, you could say, give me a hint.
Or, show me the first step, but let me finish it.
Or,
Tell me where my reasoning went wrong.
Exactly.
okay,
That's actually a huge difference.
It is. You're still doing the thinking. AI is supporting you.
But what if someone doesn't do that?
Then AI becomes a shortcut.
And shortcuts aren't always bad.
No? But they can become a habit.
so,
We've talked about both sides today. AI can help us learn, understand difficult ideas, practice, create, and save time.
But it can also make avoiding difficult thinking incredibly easy. It can encourage cheating, create dependence, and sometimes give us answers that sound convincing even when they're wrong.
So, is AI making us smarter or making us lazy?
Honestly, it can do either.
I agree. It depends on how we use it.
If you use AI to avoid every difficult problem, you might become less confident in your own abilities. But if you use it to understand something, practice, or challenge your ideas, it can help you become better.
So maybe there's one simple rule.
Before asking AI for the answer,
And check important information.
because sometimes struggling with a problem is actually part of learning.
Exactly. You don't just learn the answer. You learn that you can figure things out yourself.
So, Vincent, are you worried about AI making us lazy?
A little.
And are you worried about AI making us smarter?
Not at all.
Why?
Because becoming smarter isn't the problem. Forgetting how to think is.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good ending. Don't get used to compliments.
I'll ask AI to remember it for me.
And there we go again.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope this conversation gave you something to think about. And remember, AI is a powerful tool. Use it to learn, create, explore, and improve. But don't let it do all the thinking for you.
The next time you open an AI tool, don't just ask,
What can this do for me? Ask, what can I learn from this?
Stay curious and keep thinking for yourself. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.